Greetings, Warriors of the Ring. My name is Strider656, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is a game I actually played almost a year ago, and my opponent is WcKaczek, and I didn't even realize at the time, but this guy WcKaczek is big in the Fury of Dracula community, so big that he's probably going to be the champion of this upcoming 2023 season in the league. So I've been watching him play a lot, and I was like, wait, I think I recognize that name. And I actually looked through my old games and found this one, and I watched the game, and it was nuts. So I'm classifying this as a wild ride. So I'm playing free, and WcKaczek is playing shadow. He allocates an eye, rolls one more, and I roll a very this is the most balanced roll you can get, so I'm happy to see this. He passes. I pass. He brings Isengard to war. He's probably going to get Saruman turn 1. So I play Dane just to cycle, and I cycle into Riders of Theoden. He moves up towards the dew line. I'm not worried about this yet because I know he wants to get... he's not even at war yet. So I just do the traditional movements. He moves up towards Morannon and up from Nirn to Gorgoroth. I move the Fellowship, and I am hit, and it's a 1 reveal. That pisses me off. He says, interesting, but I'm not happy about that. But it happens. And he plays Morgul Wound on me. Great start. I say, nice, ass, and I laugh. He says, true. I flip the Fellowship. He brings Saruman in. All right, I draw Confusion and Wizard Staff. And I'm at 3 Corruption. All right, let's see what happens. Allocates 1, rolls no more. And I roll this. And I decide to cycle Wizard Staff. And I cycle into Deadman of Dunharrow. So I don't plan to get... I can't get Gandalf anyway if I wanted. But at least I can move potentially twice safely. I decide to cycle some more. And I cycle Riders of Theoden. And I draw Book of Mizarble. He draws a character card. I move the Fellowship. He misses. I do a giant safe. He says true. What's fun about this game is actually the banter, so I'll be reading it back and forth. He brings Sauron to war, so I know this is going to be in danger here. He decks Old Forest Road. He does no card. I'm going to play Daring Defiance here. Sorry, Confusion. And he hits himself once. And hits me. And I roll nothing back. So we're at 0 plus 1 equals 1. Alright. He decides to draw a strategy card. I pass. He plays Roman Sorrow and Toil. Great card. Good play. I decide to move the Fellowship again using a ring. And he misses. So at least I'm currently in Moria. But he could, if he had Nazgul Search, he could get me in there. So he moves up. And he blocks Carrick off from mustering. I draw Elven Rope and King Brandsman. Perfect time for King Brand. So Fellowship okay, because I'm not going to declare in Moria. That's just dumb. He allocates 1, doesn't roll anymore. And I have this crazy roll here. I have decisions to make. Do I play King Brandsman to be annoying? And the answer is yes, I do. I do play it to be annoying. I think he's surprised by this. But then I can draw 2 strategy cards. And I can make this annoying. He plays Nazgul Search to reveal me into Moria, and I choose to block the draw. I hide. He's moving up towards here. I move the Fellowship. He hits, and it's a 3. That kills Gandalf. Let's see what card I lose. Hoping to lose Gua here. Hopefully not Elven Rope. Let's see what gets pulled. Gua here. Lucky. Alright, and he moves up towards the dew line. I pass. He moves up towards the dew line. So here they come. He says, yep. He passes, and he's playing a card here. I'm going to play Scouts. I think he's attacking Dale. Scouts against Storm of Bats. and he gets no hits, and I get 3 with an I'd say 3 exclamation point. He laughs, I laugh. I said, dude, you should have left. You should have let me scout away. And I decided to scout into Woodland Realm. He says, that was epic. I laugh. I say, you should let me escape. He says, true. So again, the banter is what's fun. He brings the Witch King in to Dale. Did I forget to flip Gondor? Probably remember at some point. I move the Fellowship again. He hits again. And he gets an eye. Which gets me in part of the Celebrant. So he's hitting a lot of corruption being done. And he has to drop for Moria. And he gets a 0 reveal. Now he can play Breaking the Fellowship if he wants. Which he does. He draws a 1 reveal. At least the... so 1 separates. And I decided to move Pippin into Path Celebrant because I can put him in Lorien if I needed. Alright. Here we go. Fellowship okay. Because I can see that. So things are going well for the Fellowship. So now I play Horn of Gondor, put it out there to protect myself from Worn with Sorrow and Toil. And I do not have a way to bring Gandalf in. And he's mustering Nazgul up. I decide to flip the Fellowship using the muster because I'm going to move. He thinks for a while. He says, thinking, I don't like this decision, but F it. I laugh. I say, I approve of that thinking. And he kills the ring to move Nazgul around. Then moves the South runs New Ceilings down. I pass. Pass again. Now they're all the way to war. He's probably going to play Choristers of Umbar in Dol Amroth. That's what I'm seeing right now. Nothing I can do about it. But he doesn't. He just looks like he's moving Old Forest Road to Dale. Okay, so he's getting everyone here and everyone here. Maybe he's going after Erebor? With a Fellowship on 2, and he hits and draws a 3. So I said, who needs a reroll? And I decided to take Strider as the guide. And then I said, nah, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to random. So I'm going to play Horn of Gondor. And he draws Boromir. How crazy is that? So the Horn, it totally protects. Boromir protects the Fellowship. Good job, Boromir. And I draw him to Warren. And he gets rid of, looks like it was the 0 blue tile. He attacks Erebor with that giant army. I siege. And now I move the Fellowship again. He hits twice and draws an eye. And I random into Gimli. Lucky. So I'm going to lose Deadman of Dunharrow. But at least I'm moving. I ask if I can get a Will of the West, please, in the chat. He says, I prefer not. And now he attacks Iron Hills to just get rid of any possible annoyance from them. With no card, he kills them. I don't hit back. And now the dwarves are at war. I'm at 4 corruption. I say Gondor got mad about that. Because he moved Gondor to war by accident too. I draw 5 Galadriel and Thranduil. Say Fellowship okay. I allocate an eye. He allocates an eye, He says, I believe you. Rolls 2 more. And I roll this. So again, no Gandalf. So I decide this card is way too good to lose to Morn. So I do play it. He thinks for a while. Decides to attack Erebor. I'm probably going to play Advantageous or Valor. Or Shield Wall. Okay, because this is a year ago. Alright, so I play a Shield Wall. He gets 1. And I get 2. Great Host does trigger. He presses. I think... Do I play Advantageous or Valor here? advantageous. So it's use. He says how to avoid the best defensive cards with a tongue out. Wait, I say wasted card. He gets no hits though. And I get 2 back. He onslaughts 1. And that's that. Now I decide to flip the Fellowship because I want to save this just in case. If he decides to... Because I could draw with Thranduil if needed. He plays Faltering from the Deep and draws an eye, so that's my first lucky thing. I say, finally, get that crap out of here. He says, it all balances out. I pass. He says, that was a lucky eye. He draws a character card. He passes. Now he's condensing his armies back in for a second attack on Erebor and probably to go after DA. I play Spirit of Mordor on... Yeah, the Erebor army. I get 2. That's what I was thinking. And he does a Voice of Saruman. I move the Fellowship again on 3 eyes, and he hits. And... Oh no, he misses. Because that was the first time, so I say no way. Now he plays Nazgul's Strike, and I say yay. And he gets 2 hits, which is a 3. And I decide to lose Strider to that, because my corruption is too high. When I random, and I random into Strider anyway. So by Strider, you did your job. You were right. He was right by Minas Tirith, right by his potential kingship, and dies. Legolas is now the guide. It's a Fellowship okay, and I decide to go to Dead Marshes. I think the better play would be to go to Esgiliath. But I avoided... So if he gets Cruel Weather, he can move me back. And that would truly be moved back, as opposed to here. If I go to Esgiliath, then I lose nothing. He decides to allocate more eyes. I let him do it. Oh, I decide to I decide to get rid of Warren and Toil and Heal. So I go to Minas Tirith. Because because the victory points are doing decent, I'm feeling okay with my military. So for those reasons, I think that's why I went to Minas Tirith to heal. I finally get Gandalf on turn 6. There he is in Fangorn. He thinks. He attacks Erebor again. I'm going to play a Daylight because I do see strategy card. He plays Mumakil. He gets 3. I gets 2. And I get 2, so I barely avoid the Mumakil hit. He presses. I play Heroic Death because I don't want to... I wanted this to survive a little bit longer if possible. He plays a Deadly Strife. And he gets 3 plus 1. Oh, 3 minus 1. My bad. I get 3 back, and I'm still alive. So I say we live to fight another day. So we're barely scraping on. But Erebor's taken a long time and a lot of his dice, which I'm happy to see. I decide to move these guys here so I can walk them in to Helm's Deep with the character if needed. He draws a character card. I pass. He musters up more for the Dew Line. I pass. He musters up more for the Dew Line and North Rune. I just laugh. I say, bring those Oliphants in. Another one comes in. I laugh. I say, no way. I tell him he's an animal. I play Thranduil just so I can draw more. And I get Círdan ships, which I can't play because I'm not at war with the elves. And I play Shadow's Gather. So he's guaranteed to probably take this out. I laugh. I say, of course. And I'm with the Fellowship. And I get hit. I say, every time. And WcKaczek admits that that it's stupid. It gets a 2, so that's going to take out Legolas. But at least I'm not in Nazgul way. He plays On and They Went in the pool. Fellowship okay, and I draw Faramir, and we prove the Swifter, which I don't plan to use. But we'll see. It says the Fellowship okay, so yes it is. He allocates an eye, rolls no more, and I roll plenty of movement, so I use Will of the West with the Fellowship. I said 6. He doesn't get it. It's not this time. So now I'm guaranteed to make it to Mordor. Nothing can stop me. Because even Cruel Weather won't stop. I'd run to mark Iron Hills as his he moves his troops in. Same with the Fellowship. He misses, and I'm safe. He tells me I'm very lucky. I said, this time I am. Cruel Weather can't stop me either. He says, kind of true. He says, let's do fun. Do you like fun? And I say, okay, yeah, I like fun. Then he Cruel Weathers me out. I said, that was fun. Then I pass it as a character card. Pass again. He plays Orc Patrol. So let's see what... I'm hoping he draws the eye. He draws the 1. So at least he goes to Rohan. I changed my mind, and I realized he can actually go pretty far. He put him in Dol Amroth, just in case. And now I draw a character card. He allocates an eye. Why did he allocate an eye? That's weird. Okay, I guess he's rolling an Erebor. He gets his hit he needs. I don't hit back, so Erebor is done. And I decide to draw a character card. I draw into Challenge of the King, which I can't play because the king died. I do have an Ents in hand as well, guys. And now he's moving towards Woodland Realm. What do? I wait for him to do his stuff. He says, won't risk some weird stuff. I says, about to walk out of Woodland Realm. That's my idea. I was going to retake Erebor just to be annoying. I decide to play an Ents. I get 2. And I say, get ready for some weird shit. And here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I move Gandalf to Woodland Realm. This is nuts. I don't play like this anymore. But I enjoy that idea. Because, hi, Gandalf. He puts the Ring of His Mind in the pool. And now we go into turn 8. So here we go. Mordor track. I draw Athelas and Power of Tom Bombadil, which is advantageous position. He allocates an eye. And rolls 2 more. And I roll this disgusting roll. It's disgusting. So it's not what I wanted to see, but at least I can muster up, maybe. I don't know. He laughs. He says, the game hates you. I bring the elves down. So I can't disagree. I'm doing my best, and this sucks. He says, true. We fixed the track there. He plays Corsairs of Umbar now to bring Gondor down. I pass. He brings his leadership all on to Dol Amroth and moves his Nazgul all around. I don't know why he put him there, because he should have probably moved these guys. Oh, he changed his mind. That's what happened. Okay. He decides to bring the mouth in. So it makes sense. Now I decide to move the Fellowship. And I draw 2. I take the damage. Because I don't want to open myself up to cards. And now he moves all his leadership around. Where did the mouth go? Where is the mouth? I don't know where the mouth is. Is he here? 1, 2. I guess he's here. Okay. So it's leadership. Now I play Athelas, and I get 2. Very lucky. So I am net 0 on the movements in Mordor so far. I said, good, higher than expected. He plays Give It to Us. So now the pool has 3 reds. We can look at this pool. Has -2, a 2, a 1, 4 eyes, and a 0, and then 3 reds. So, yep. So I move the elves down again. He attacks DA. He plays strategy card. I decide to play Sudden Strike. And I hit with the Sudden Strike. I say, yeah, Mary. He says, the Hobbit. He said, I forgot about him. And then he proceeds to kill him with 5 hits. I say, Graveyard for him, and I get 2 back. So, all right. I decide to move an elite in Pelargir because that he's probably going to try walking over here. And I decided instead to move the elves down to make him attack into Woodland Realm. But instead he decides to block for military in here and towards Pelargir. He changed his mind to attack Woodland Realm instead, so I let him go back, and I go under siege. All right, so I draw a Brave Stand and advantageous position. Turn 9. Say Fellowship okay. He allocates 1, rolls 1 more, and I finally get some movement. So I use my Will of the West to move. And it's 0 reveal. Perfect. I say nice. Very lucky there, guys. That pool sucks now. It'd be nice if I get the 1-2 and the -2. We'll see what happens. WcKaczek is not happy. He says WTF. That is some luck now with a smile. I said this game owes me. He draws a character card. I move the Fellowship again. I say Galadriel because I come on and it's the red 3. So I just decide to. I decide I'm done moving this turn. So I just move up 2 for corruption. So I can hide again. Now he's looking like he's going to take Gondor out. And here we go. I play Círdan ships now in Pelargir because the elves are at war. He laughs, attacks Pelargir. He's going to use a card. Let's see what cards I have in hand. I'm probably going to play Advantageous Position, which I do. He plays Very Terrible, so it's opposite. He gets 2, and I get 1. He presses, I go to his Gileath. Now I'm going to play Faramir's Rangers. So that's pretty funny. So now I've got a giant force, so I'm doing the best I can to defend. There we go. I laugh. He says, force to be reckoned with. I said, I'm doing the best I can. This sucks. WcKaczek says, you're doing very well. And there he goes. He's walking. He is pincering me. So I decide to just move as many as I can that can fit comfortably into Minas Tirith. He said, it's supposed to be easy? I said, it is. I said, come on down. He plays Black Captain Commands and attacks his Gileath. Plays a card. I don't think I have a card to play. I play Advantageous Position. He plays Dread and Despair. And he gets 1. Just 1. And I get 0. He presses. And I escape to Druidane Forest. And then I think about it. And I go to Minas Tirith. Because it's funny. I say, MT looks fun. I said, do you... Sorry. I say, do you like fun? To quote him back, he says, did you see my 2-card, 2-dice combo to deal 1 corruption? He flips the mouth to move guys into his Gileath and down into the Gap of Rohan. I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's changing his mind. Okay, I don't know what happened. So you guys can see it. I'm out of dice. He attacks me to Tirith. I decide to do a field battle. He plays a Desperate Battle on me. Gets 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean. And I get 3 back. He presses. I'm figuring my casualties out. And now I go under siege. He attacks Woodland Realm now. I shine. I play the Brave Stance, so he only rolls 4. Plays Deadly Strife on me. 1. You can reroll 2. And he gets 2 total. Oh, but he can't reroll, so he only gets 1. That's the mouth, I realize it. And I roll too many back. But it doesn't matter, because that extra 2 wouldn't matter. So that should have been 4. So I got 4 back. So it's 4-1 versus 4-1. And he stops a combat there. I apologize. So he just needs to get Woodland Realm and then 1 more point. Where's he going to get it? I don't know. I draw through a day and a night and Heroic Death. He allocates an eye, rolls 2 more. And I roll 2 Wills of the West. I start by flipping the Fellowship. He decides to play Day Without Dawn, so I can't move them again. I pass at this point. I guess he has 6. He realized it because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, 7, 8, 9. These are 10. He's almost done. He draws a character card. I pass. And he puts more guys on these forces. He plays Grand on Minas Tirith. So I can't play a card round 1. He gets 2. I get 2. Going to round 2. I'm going to probably play Confusion here on him. He plays a Cruel as Death. And look at that roll. He got 3 1s. And 1 5. And he doesn't get the reroll, so he gets 2 total. And I get 2 back, so that's 5. And he has to fight again. He says, "What a roll!" Round 3. I does no card. I do no card. He gets 2 hits, and I get 2 hits. So that kills the Witch King. Let's see what my force pool's like. I have plenty of elite, so I'm going to muster an elite right away to make sure that this is hard for him to take. Muster an elite and Minas Tirith. He attacks Minas Tirith again. I siege it. WcKaczek says Serena Confusion is always a game breaker. So that was hilarious. Unlikely, but it happened. And with the Fellowship, let's look at the hunt pool. And I draw the Eye, so that's 3 corruption. So I'm at 8. He musters some more Nazgul in. At least he's not punishing me. And then I decide to move Rohan down. He moves Nazgul around to Woodland Realm. But Gandalf's there. Maybe he has dreadful spells. I draw Mithril Coat and Emerald of Dol Amroth. I'm like, yep, of course Emerald's here now. So here we go. Turn 11. I say Fellowship okay. He says, oh, are they? And he rolls 3 more eyes. And I roll this. Step up the Fellowship to start. He plays Dreadful Spells on Woodland Realm, so now I'm nervous. He only has 5 Nazgul, so he gets 1, which is below average. WcKaczek says, I have had some bad luck recently. I decided to draw a strategy card to try to protect myself. I said, you have this. This is a long slog for me. I think he has it, because I'm not seeing myself winning. I can't move for a while. He attacked Woodland Realm by flipping the mouth. I'm going to play a Daylight against Forlorn's Assault. And he says +1. Oh, so he gets 1 hit. And I get 3 back. So this combat is going slow for him, but I'm feeling okay. I have a chance to survive a little bit longer. He says, imagine if I killed 2. I can imagine it. I have a Mithril Coat out. Oh, if he did, then he would have gotten 3 hits. I said, oh, well, imagining it. And we just smiled at each other. Just laugh about it. Now he plays We Come to Kill / Half-Orcs and Goblin. And now he has 3 rerolls. I decide to draw a character card. I tell him he's already flipped because he can't flip the mouth again. He decides to muster an elite in Minas Morgul. He's still going for Woodland Realm and Minas Tirith. That's his last 2 points. I say, uh-oh. I move Rohan down again. And he decides to move his Nazgul around the map onto Minas Tirith and 1 here. I don't know why they're there. I'm kind of confused by that. All right, so we go to the next room, but I did hide last round, so I don't take corruption. I draw guards to the Citadel, which is perfect, and axe and bow. And he draws cards. And I remind him he only has one eye now, which is good for me for movement. So I can move at least once. So I start by putting guards to the Citadel in. WcKaczek says S. And now Minas Tirith is difficult. He put Shelob's Lair in the pool. I realized I should have moved first. Now I move. And I draw the Ring is Mine. So I could give him the Mithril Coat. And I do. And I draw a regular eye, which I'll take. So now I'm one step away, but I can't defend myself. He plays Lure, which puts me up to 10. So now I'm really close to dying. And I flip myself so I can't take any more damage by him. WcKaczek says, okay, can I win this round? So he thinks for a while, and now he starts mustering in Minas Morgul. I pass. He's starting to move his armies onto these armies. Pass again, he moves on, moves on. Pass again, he moves on and moves up this way. I move Rohan to war, because now I can attempt to go this way and help. I could also try to go around a long way. He plays Fighting Uruk-hai, but I can play a card so I remind him I have Gandalf. He shines. I decided to play Heroic Death on him. Devilry of Orthanc. He gets 4 hits. And I get 1 back. But I'm going to take Gandalf to that. So I take 1 regular. And now we go into round 2. He plays Devilry of Orthanc. And he kills him. So there goes Woodland Realm. I tried. So he's got to get 1 more combat. That's all he's got to get. And WcKaczek says, and was it that hard? As a joke, probably. I laugh. So I should have killed him earlier. Okay. So we talked for a while, back and forth. Now he's going to try Minas Tirith. He does no card. I decide to play Shield Wall. Nothing. And I get 4. But then I remind him with the reroll, it still works. So that ends that. So I survive to fight another round. And I'm down to 4 dice. He allocates 1, rolls 1 more. So an eye would kill me. I put Smeagol in the pool. He plays Isildur's Bane. Let's look at the hunt pool. I would die if he draws the 2. Or and it would be difficult if he draws the 1. Let's see what he draws. He pulls an eye. Thank God. So I say yes. He swears. He says, F my luck. Now I move the Fellowship, and I draw the 1 reveal. Ask if he has a killing card. He says, check my hand, and I see here he's got no character cards. So I just laugh. All right. And I say I can't move or hide, so I'm done this round. So let's see what happens. He decides to draw a character card. I say, is that game? It says no. He says, do I have a choice apart from MT? I say, I'm waiting to use my dice until you make your choices. He flips the mouth. Looks like he's going towards the Shire and towards Edoras. I pass. So he's getting close. What can stop him here? I guess I'm doing math. Because it's 1, 2, 3. So I decide to block this way. And go into Helm's Deep. He says smart split. And so that's how I, quote, roll. He says yes, yes. Draws a strategy card. I pass. And he condenses. He moves an elite to Moria. I draw a character card. I get Bilbo's Song, which is very helpful if I can use it. And we go into the next turn. I will go alone in Scouts. All right, so I decide to start by playing Bilbo's Song. You know, a strategy card. I hide the Fellowship. He says the Tile of Fate again. He could use a ring, to make the eyes killing tiles. The eye killing tile. So I personally feel like I deserve this one, but it's close. He says 5-7 chance to win. They laugh. He says, long surprise, and it's damn close. I said, probably hold up till the end. So he floats the mouth and moves people around. I keep passing. He musters an elite. I pass. He starts moving. His force is probably towards Minas Tirith. I pass. He's condensing on Minas Tirith. I pass. Pass again. He mustered without doing anything. And he decides to flip the mouth and start moving around more. Passes again. And now he condenses on Minas Tirith. I decided to try to dunk the ring. The odds are pretty good here. Of course, he could pull Shelob or the Red Eye. And I draw Smeagol Helps Nice Master. What an insane game that was. I just wanted to share it with you guys. This was played like in November of 2022. Again, WcKaczek. I met again in the Fury of Dracula Discord, and I thought it would be hilarious just to watch a game from old. And I enjoyed the back and forth. So I wrote yes. It was a long epic game. So it was a crazy game. Let's look at the stats to see how it was. All right. So I think he was unlucky. Clearly. He was -6 on 6s, but he was +12 on 5s. Meanwhile, I was plus on 5s and 6s. So that explains why I was able to survive as much. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and hope to see you in the next one. Please feel free to like and comment. And this was a wild ride. It was nuts. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.